This week, we are talking all about intensity versus volume with Andy. Andy, what's going on here?
So this is a super cool subject to talk about, not only within the gym, but I think the same applies with our endurance team and the way they do their training. But I think people get caught up with when they're trying to, one, get fit or get results, that more equals better.
More equals better.
Yeah. You know, if you want to get in shape, just train more, and you'll get in better shape.
Yeah.
You'll get fitter that way. I think to some extent that does happen, but I think to contradict that, I think there are more gains done when you spend the right amount of time training with the right intensity. So, you know, coming into the gym, you'll do your strength piece, for example, and then you only have a 10-minute workout.
Yeah.
Now, of course, if it was an hour-long workout, you'd go at a different pace. But for that 10 minutes, you need to ramp up your volume to hit the right intensity to get the benefits of that workout.
Yeah.
And then taking it a step further is looking at how your whole week works together.
Yeah.
So if you've had a really intense day of training the day before, volume's been medium to high, then the next day you probably want to lower that intensity if you feel like training. There's nothing wrong with taking a rest day.
Yeah. I think one of the things on that, and those that listen to the show for a long time, and we've had lots of CrossFit people on it, when you ask them what their first CrossFit workout was, 80% remember their first CrossFit workout as being Fran. And that generally, even when you do it for the first time, it doesn't take more than 10 minutes and you literally feel like death. Yeah. Like it's absolutely horrendous. So there is a massive misunderstanding of intensity versus volume. And also what you said is, if you're trying to put a lot of volume into your week, but you have also a super busy week, be it professionally or personally, then the chance of that volume being quality is quite poor for the most part.
Yeah, it is. And, you know, to add sort of to that is, if you only have sort of that hour to come in and train in the day, you want to make the most of it.
Yeah.
To the other extent with that is, you know, I think a lot of the issues or a lot of the problems that come with intensity is that when you get to that intensity, it hurts.
Yeah.
Oh, it hurts. Like you talk about Fran.
Yeah.
That hurts. But a lot of people can't go there.
Yeah. Because
it's going to hurt.
Yeah.
So the next best thing is, well, I don't want to go there, so I'm just going to add a lot of volume to my training. Mm-hmm. That volume, what people forget, adds wear and tear.
Yeah.
And that's what creates those injuries, the overuse injuries.
Yeah. And I think one of the other things that comes with a disproportionate amount of volume is definitely a increase either physiologically or psychologically around hunger as well. So if you're doing a lot of volume, the chance of you doing that volume at high intensity and therefore in the top end of the heart rate zone, burning fat more efficiently, is reduced massively. So you're training more, therefore you think you need more to eat, and often you are eating more because you think and you feel, and you could actually be training a lot more and still gaining weight, which then becomes a whole other mental mess.
Yeah, I mean, I'll give you a really good example. I've got a client who was doing 2 a days. I've stripped him back to 1 a days.
Yeah.
He's doing less training at a high intensity. He's eating more, and he's still losing weight,
which is absolutely incredible.
Yeah.
What's the takeaway then, mate? If someone's listened and we've spoken 4 minutes now, we've got 1 minute left. How do you wrap the whole thing up? And what, for someone listening, should they take away and implement into their training this week?
I would try to look at the days that you come into train in the gym. You know what they're going to be, especially like with us. You know, Friday is a big workout. It's probably going to be pretty long. It's probably going to be pretty hard. I would try and pick a day through the week where, one, there's a movement or a workout that you're going to like, and that's going to be your one that you go at 110%.
Right.
That's your big intensity for the day. The rest of them, you're going to come in and you're still going to train pretty hard.
Yeah.
But it's not necessarily all out efforts. If you want to add some volume into your training because you like moving, go for a swim, go for an easy run, go do some yoga or Pilates and just move. But try and make sure that when you're coming into the gym, that at least 1 to 2 of your workouts are up sort of to that 80-90% mark in terms of intensity.
And if you're wondering where you can get the lowdown on what the workouts are in the gym, head over weekly to innerfight.com, where we give you an outline of the workouts that are going to appear in the class that week. And if you don't understand it, ask one of the coaches. Great points, Andy. Thanks a lot for joining us.
Easy. Cheers.